only Christmas tree worth having this year is the Tree of Evolutionary Life, now in its limited edition winter form. Grab this limited time poster now while you can. It depicts every single Pokemon and how they'll be related to each other, including the all-new Melmetal. Using the links below, grab one for yourself or for a friend.
Hey Pokemon Masters, Birdkeeper Toby here, and I am filming this video after I filmed the rest of Kanto Week. Yeah, a little bit awkward filming things out of chronology, although it does happen. There is a few videos still on the older set that have yet to come out, but they'll be out after Kanto Week. And if you're wondering, what is Kanto Week? Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu are out this week, so to celebrate, I'm doing a full week of Kanto content. Things relating to the Kanto region in celebration of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which I will be streaming later on this week. And because I'm filming this after the rest of Kanto Week, plans have changed a little bit. I'm going to be stretching out Kanto Week into not just 1 week, but also 2 Kanto Weeks, Kanto Fortnight. Not that kind of fortnight, just the regular kind. Although I think this word is now more popular. Anyway, Kanto Fortnight. 2 weeks of Kanto content, except I'll be kicking off next week with my first ever full Let's Play on the channel. Now, hold on, don't worry, I'm not becoming a Let's Play channel, which I know for a lot of you, you're like, Toby, we really want a Let's Play. You don't get it, we want a Let's Play. While others of you like me are going, oh, Toby, don't turn Let's Player. And don't worry, I'm not, this is a one-off. But given that most of the people on this channel and not on this channel have seen my video, Let's Play episode 1, where I got to go and play the games earlier, parts 1 and 2 of course will be linked below, because they've seen that I've done 3 parts, but technically it's just 2 that are chronological leading up to the end of Brock's Gym, and most of you know the beginning of the game anyway. I've decided I'm going to pick up my stream and subsequently my Let's Play from beating Brock. The Let's Play will be half-hour chunks of the live stream. You'll be able to see the live stream chat on the layout so that you don't feel like you haven't been included in it. And the plan is for this Let's Play, so it's not spamming Subbox, so it's not one big upload and it's not stretching out over a long period of time, is this is how I'm going to do it. A day or so after the live streams, I'm going to release episodes 3, 4, and 5. We're starting off on episode 3 because, of course, we've already done episodes 1 and 2. They will be public videos on the channel and in your sub boxes. However, the rest of the parts will also be on the channel. They'll just be unlisted and in a playlist. And in order to find them, you'll have to come to the channel and find the playlist. I'll be sharing it out in a playlist anyway. So whenever you click out a link that I send out about it, it will be the playlist of videos. So you can sit and watch them all at once. However, every sort of 6 hours, I'm going to release another chunk of 3. I'm going to release another 3 parts. They'll appear in the sub boxes. And because they're about half-hour each, it means every 6 hours you're getting about an hour and a half's worth of content. If you want to watch it, great. If you don't, you can add it to your watch later, whatever, or it's all there in a playlist, ready to watch at your own leisure. And that way, they're all public videos on the channel, which is obviously needed for them to be found and that kind of thing from outside sources. But at the same time, they're not spamming your sub boxes. You're going to have so many other Let's Players, I assume, putting the game out there. So yeah, I'm just trying to be a little bit more considerate and trying to not just flood your sub boxes. Anyway, that is a complete aside to the topic of this video, today's video, which is why am I filming this afterwards? And it's because I had this idea by talking to people over in my Discord. Go ahead, join the Birdkeeper Discord, discord.gg/BirdkeeperToby. We have a great fun time. We're all over there. Come say hello. We're all talking Let's Go. I was talking to a few of our wonderful mods, and I was reading out a tweet that I had seen. Someone was asking me about Professor Kukui in the games. Kukui traveled around Kanto. Do you think we could see that? And suddenly, a lot of things just suddenly clicked. And I started talking with my mods, and they gave me some great ideas. So this is really a community-made video for Kanto Week. Here are the top 6 Easter eggs that I reckon that we may find out about in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And if you've already played the games by the time that you're seeing this video, let's see how many of these I got right. Number 1 is Looker. Looker has appeared in every single Pokemon game since Pokemon Platinum. Every single region has had Looker in, apart from Johto and Kanto. Well, now we're on to Let's Go, and every game has had Looker in, so the chances are Looker will be in this game. Looker, of course, is an amazing character who seems to travel across time and space, solving mysteries, looking an awful lot like David Tennant's Doctor. You all already know that by now, I'm sure. But what's really cool about Kanto is there is a theory speculating that Looker is already in Kanto. When you're on the SS Anne in Vermilion City, you can find someone who says that they're a global police officer, which is kind of like an international police officer, and that they're on a top secret mission and not to disturb them. People have speculated that because of Looker washing up on shore in Oras and that he's lost his memory, that maybe there's a timeline of events where he was on the SS Anne, this is that character, and he got washed up on the shore of the beach and then lost his memories, and that's what the timeline is. Well, maybe this time when we're on the SS Anne, that character rendered into 3D beautiful graphics, that'll be Looker. Just something to look out for. Number 2 is your parents from Sun and Moon in Let's Go. In fact, all of these references are things that were brought up in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, and that's no surprise because most of the time when they've got a new game coming out, Game Freak likes to kind of tease that new game with things in the old games, and Kanto was brought up a lot. It was brought up at the end of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, as well as Sun and Moon, with Lily or Gladion heading off to Kanto, but these are believed to be prequels in terms of timeline. I mean, this can be seen because Red showed up in the game, this game, and looks much younger than he does in Sun and Moon. So these games are set before Sun and Moon in the Pokemon timeline, and your parents in Sun and Moon, they have come from the Kanto region. Your dad is supposedly still there. In fact, you have in your room, I think it's in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you have a signed poster by a gym leader, which is a really interesting little thing. And I reckon if this is earlier in the timeline, we're going to see a lot of links to that story. Maybe we'll find out. We find out in a little side quest in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that your mum is known as the Cat Scratch Girl of Kanto. I reckon we're going to meet the Kanto Cat Scratch Girl. I think that's definitely going to be the case. And maybe even your father, who I speculate because of your mother's Alolan Raichu surfboard that's outside of the house, will be the same character that will teach your Pikachu how to use surf in Let's Go. I don't know, just a thought, that's just what I'm thinking. I can't wait to see these games and find out if I'm right. Number 3, and it's just a small one, is Hal's dad. Now, I did this theory when Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, and there were a lot of suggestions about who this character could be. One of those that came up with it was Bruno, the Elite Four member. I actually believe Bruno to be Ash Ketchum's dad, but that's a whole different theory for another time. I actually speculated that it was the character of Brawly that would spend some time in Kanto, and how kind of references that he knew that his dad went to Kanto. Maybe this is a character that we will see training in his youth. I don't know, just a small one, but something to look out for nonetheless. Number 4, in the exact same kind of vein, Wiki Wick, the Aether Foundation member, and Professor Kukui both talk about being trainers in Kanto and taking on the Kanto League. And oh my goodness, what if Trace is a younger Kukui? What if it's Trace Kukui? No, that's dumb. That's not a theory. Wait, could that be a thing? Wait, could that be a thing? Okay, this is really weird. They both wear green. That's not a theory. That's not... But what if... I mean, Kukui's obviously a lot more tanned, but then that's because he's in Alola, so that would make sense. Wait, hang on. I mean, he uses a Snorlax, which is a Kanto Pokemon, but that's probably just because there was a Kanto event going on, and there's no way. I mean, he's got Magnezone, and that could have evolved from Magneton. Wait a minute. Okay, that possible Pokemon theory aside, we'll have to save that for after the games are out. Okay, I think we might see Kukui on his Kanto adventure. Or Wick on her Kanto adventure. They talk about it in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Maybe we'll see those characters. What if it's Trace? What if Trace is Wiki? Okay, number 5 is a character I actually expect to appear in the game, and that is Samson Oak. And that's because they've already got the model in Professor Oak. It's Professor Oak, just changed up a little bit. Samson Oak is the Alolan version of Oak. It's Professor Oak's cousin. And he is a researcher that looks into Alolan forms. And given that Alolan forms are going to appear in this game, both tradable by in-game NPCs, as well as catchable through the Go Park, I fully expect that Samson Oak is going to appear and kind of explain how this mechanic works in the game, probably in the Go Park, or just at the first time you go to the Go Park, just a little cameo. Which interestingly makes sense, because in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the Go Park is actually the POW Park, and the person who helped make the POW Park, I believe, is Professor Oak. Anyway, a little bit of extra Pokemon lore for you there, so I'm fully expecting that. And number 6 is a very obscure character. There is a side quest in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Still so caught up on the idea that Trace could be a young Kukui. Moving on. There is a side quest in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that refers to a character called Arabella. Someone wants to challenge Arabella to a battle, and they're passing notes through bottled messages. It's a very weird reference, but they're talking about Ace Trainer Arabella from the Viridian City Gym in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Now, it's a bit different because in terms of the Pokemon timeline, that gym is only that gym after Blue, the rival, takes over. Blue, the rival, is still a trainer in these games, so I'm not expecting him to be a gym leader. I don't know, maybe he will be. I guess it could be. I don't know, I kind of assume that Giovanni is still the gym leader in this. That seems pretty likely. Anyway though, H-Trainer Arabella, a trainer from Viridian City, is that someone that we could see in these games? It just seemed like such a weird and obscure reference to leave in the last games, and given that they love teasing new games in old games, I can't help but think that maybe this means something. About all of these Easter eggs that I expect us to find, as well as maybe this possible theory about Kukui and Trace, I say theory, it really doesn't have enough evidence. I need to look more into this. All of that aside, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you leave a like and a comment on this video or any of my videos with Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu in the title, you have a chance of actually winning a copy of the game. It's a worldwide competition, so go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment. I hope you're having a wonderful day and you are as excited for Let's Go as I am. Look out for some of these Easter eggs. I'll of course be talking about Easter eggs and references once the whole thing is over. Kanto week, later on this week, I'm going to be talking about how I'm not sure if it will be a week or two. It's going to be 2 weeks, a new video every day, 2 weeks, although the first 2 days of next week are going to be just the Let's Play. It will be a 2-day ordeal. It will be every 6 hours, 3 new parts will go up, and then it's all going to be over, so don't worry about that. It's all going to be good, and hey, if you like Let's Plays, then great. I know I did a little survey, I did ask people what they felt, and 98% of people said, yes, we want to see this Let's Play. And it is, of course, following up from the very special videos that I did while I was playing Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee at Nintendo, so if you want to catch up on those now, part 1 and 2, it leads right from the beginning of the game up until Brock. Check those out if you haven't already, although I suppose you probably have, and of course, soar high, Pokemon Masters.
A massive shout out goes to my incredible patrons, many of who you can see the name of on screen now. Most of all to the big patrons of the month, Yoni, Sobin, and Xavius. If you want to find out how you can support the channel, please check out the links to Patreon in the description below and get some of those sweet, sweet perks. Thank you.